Madden 21 Club Championship. This is Jwall versus Pavin. This is when Jwall had a run of, he won Mutt-Head League, which you guys will see me playing. He won the Level Next College Tournament, and then he also won, this in the span of like 90 days or something like that. It was insane. He was an insanely good player at this time. He's always one of the best in the world. This is by far the best he ever was. This is still when TNC was a thing right here. I apologize for the poor quality. This is a stream that was recorded, that was now downloaded, that is getting recorded on top of. Lots of things happening here. Jwall on offense, and immediately what I noticed is that this is current gen, or now old gen, and the routes look different. Like the routes, like the coloring of the routes are like slightly different, or like kind of how they're made. But yeah, this game was a really big 55 wide meta, and really even more so on top of that, man-to-man meta. And what you're going to see is Jwall run really 2 or so route combos pretty consistently. You're going to see Pavin do something similar, where they're going to run 1 or 2 route combos pretty consistently, and they're going to utilize Playmaker. And I'm a pretty big advocate of when you're playing against man coverage, and you know you're playing against man, really all you need in your bag is like 2 or 3 really high-level man-beating plays. And I'm not talking about when I mean by man-beating plays, there's like little gimmick plays where sometimes you can do a motion and get like receiver open in the flat. Against good players, it won't work. I'm talking about 2 or 3 plays that you have multiple routes beating man coverage, because if they're man across the board, they just can't defend those routes then. And if you have 2 or 3 of them, whatever zones they use to help out, just you can't. And you'll see Jwall really use this strategy quite a bit. We'll see if he actually runs the ball to begin. Oh no, he's an idiot and audibles numerous times. He's already on a 3rd and 8. We missed the first play. He's in gun trips tight end as well, if you haven't noticed yet. And this is Pavin's in bunch. I just can't remember what bunch he's in. 3rd and 13. Let's see what he does. He's probably gonna be some kind of crosser. And then you got to see, there's probably going to be a drag of some sort that he's going to playmaker backwards. We'll see if he does. Yeah, I got to watch Steve Smith Sr. right here, potentially getting playmaker back. They love to do this. He's going to get playmaker up right there. Yeah. And this was really good. It's not as good in next gen. It is still really good, though, where this could get playmakered, and if this was man-to-man on B, he'd get playmakered backwards. Okay, this is actually zone across the board. Pavin's showing a cover 3 look right here. And so Jwall just playmaking this thing up. I've never been a huge fan of using playmaker. I actually wish it was never in the game. I'm very anti-playmaker. But it is really good. Even on next gen, it is really good, just not as good as it once was, thankfully. And yeah, Jwall uses this a ton. I can't remember if Pavin used it a ton. In this club series, I actually lost. So in the year before this, oh, this was nasty. Ooh. In the year before this, that was when you guys would see me win the Bucks Club Championship. This year, I lost to Clef in the Bucks Club Championship. I lost in the Final 4 of it in that year. And we'll see 2nd and 3, going to that inside zone and gonna go cut it to the outside again. Jwall, one of the best passers in the world, but it's very funny. You'll see in a lot of these MCS tournaments, the best passers in the world can very consistently run the ball at a high level. The best runners in the world never, ever can run the ball or can pass the ball at a high level. Ever. And you're actually going to see a sack right here. Doing a lot of motioning across. There was a ton of motion in this. We're going to see a little full screen of Pavin. Got his belt in the background right here. Raiders poster. Not much happening here. I like it. A lot of people have messy backgrounds. Pavin very clean. You know, this was 2 years ago, so I like to think that as you know, he's my age, I believe. So he's probably matured even more. Probably has an even cleaner room now. Very impressive. And one of the things, there's something that like it's cool to see this stuff because this year this is out and up, right? This year no one used out and ups. But in Madden 21, out and up was one of the best ways to beat man coverage, especially motion snap like this. Watch why. On the play before it won. Let's see why does not win this time. But we see the playmaker up. Pavin not running straight man-to-man across the board, actually leaving that inside slot wide receiver unmanned. And Jwall is doing a great job playmaking that dude up. And it's just it's so hard to defend it in zone. It's so hard to defend it in man. This is another great one, man. So curl flat. You guys have seen curl flat at trips tight end quite a bit. This can be the tight end corner smart routed, and it can beat man coverage at a pretty high clip. We'll see it actually get bagged right here. Gonna throw X, and this is a really high level throw. A lot of people see this and think it's covered. This is a pretty good meta route though, with a lot of the trips tight end users, where you could actually throw this ball and ag it down back here. You get a diving catch animation. And that's exactly what he has right here. It's one of those things that you just get from like so much repetition. And Pavin knows it too. Pavin knows he didn't get cheated. Now, if you run that same defense against someone who's not very good, they're not going to throw that. Or they're not going to catch it correctly and they're going to throw a pick. That's one of those little things right there that is a huge deal. And we even do something similar to that now where you come back and ag the ball back. A lot of times in Madden, agging the ball back to the quarterback is going to be a very, very beneficial thing. Look, if you're tired of losing games in John Madden Football, my website, civil.gg, will give you the tools you need to start winning more games immediately. Between having the best ebooks online on both offense and defense, tips that are known by only the top 1% of Madden players, and a community of people just like yourself who are also trying to get better, code PREMIUM will get you 25% off, and you'll get instant access to literally everything. It's linked in the top description. I've been playing professional Madden for the past 4 or 5 years now. I've helped thousands of Madden players win more games, and I can help you too. Again, link, top of the description. I'll see you inside. See what the play call is on 2nd and 11. Going with another inside zone. Gonna get tackled. So here, Pavin actually has a chance to get a stop. You see, this drive has been a little long so far. About 4 minutes in. Gonna hit the 4-minute mark in a second. And Jwall already with 5 rushes so far as well, which is, again, one of the best passes in the world. But you see, like, in these big games, everybody runs the ball a little bit. So, you know, something to keep in mind. But the thing is, and this is kind of where I go, because a lot of people hear that. A lot of people hear what I just said and go, oh, well, they all run the ball in big games, so who cares if I run the ball in head-to-head? Yes, but they're all, when they pass the ball, when Jwall passes the ball, and this goes for most of the guys at the comp level, when they pass the ball, they are the best at it because they practice it all the time. They practice it every head-to-head game. 4th and inches, they're passing the ball. 4th and 1, they're passing the ball. Version 10, 2nd and 10, they are passing the ball every single time because the run game, truthfully, the run game is such a pick-up-and-play type thing. Within 20 minutes, my mom can run inside zone at a pretty high clip. She can, right? She could beat Dollar if Dollar running a bunch tight inside zone. But she could not pass the ball at a high clip at all. And that is where having the ability to pass the ball at a super high level is so beneficial. And it takes a lot of reps to be able to do it. Right here, a great example of that playmaker back, able to get Jwall a few yards right here. Watch B right here, inside slot, Steve Smith Sr. And we're going to see him go all the way across on this drag. And then Jwall could have thrown this right here. He's going to opt to playmaker him back, though, looking to get some rack. Watch him, boom. And he's going to fall a little short. This is a pretty defensive Madden. We'll see if he goes or not. I don't know what he does. Let's see, 4th and 1. This is pretty big. This is pretty big right here. He's looking around. Okay, he was going through formation for a second. It looked like he had a gadget play he might go to, but no, he's going to go instead back to bunch tight end, or trips tight end rather. And let's see what he does here. Boom. Just going curl flat. Gonna motion this dude across on a slant. No, on a streak. And Pavin messed up his defense. Yeah, Pavin. Looks like Pavin touched this guy right here. And so when he motioned across, oh, no, he touched this guy right here. And when he motioned across, he didn't follow. So we're going to see a timeout from him. Good timeout from Pavin. Yeah, and Jwall is going to go right back to the same route combo, motion over slant. And we'll see, boom, playmaker back. No playmaker. Ooh, that's a low ball right there. And you see the timing on these throws. And we see, again, like this, even though this is obviously a much different game, this little timing where you're able to fit this slant in right before the curl flat and right after he beats his man in this little pocket, and then you're going to come on and, you know, kind of attack the ball. This is a possession catch low ball in this case. You do a similar thing this year. You do a similar thing. That's why, again, reps, especially passing the ball, because you learn how to make that throw right there. You're going to be able to do it year after year after year. If you never learn how to do it, you just don't have that much experience. You just didn't convert that 4th down. Inside zone right here. Tries cutting it back. Nothing really. There's some where this is always in the game, sort of. It can be different year to year. But inside zone here against, this is a man-aligned look, so there's no corner out here, okay? So if this guy blocks this guy blocks this guy, you know, he blocks down, boom, boom. This cutback lane, which Jwall's hit a few times, is actually pretty good. And you can actually see his cutback lane right here. Just a little pressure inside. And Jwall actually cuts it a little bit inside as well. Barry Sanders only gets tackled for 3. But that run had a lot of big run potential. I did a lot in A slot as well the year prior. It's just really, really, really high level. 2nd and 7. What is it? Let's go. He's going to a little bit of a different combo here. Really, so it's the same route combo he's ran a few times, right? Drag, motion, crosser. Except now he's going to send his halfback out. Don't know what he sees, but for some reason he wants to do it. And he's right that there's no pressure coming in. So the halfback being sent out, not a bad idea. And just really good pocket by Jwall right here. Look, someone only sends 3, and especially if they only send 3, and you can kind of feel that edge pressure, right? That means you have a double team right here. So you're going to be able to walk up in the pocket. Good job by him. Now, this shed could happen. You could get sacked right here and look like an idiot, but really good pocket. You're able to take advantage of it. And he's able to go from 2nd and 7, get a gain up the middle for about 8 for a first down. A lot of people mess up and don't do that, and they keep walking backwards or something, and it's like, well, you're just going to take a big sack. Like, that is a huge play right there. If you could just, I hate doing it numerous times in a game because it is scary, but the ability to scramble up the middle with your quarterback is super high level. Little red zone scheme right now from Jwall. He's actually out of trips tight end and single back wide trips. Is he audibling to? Oh, he calls him out. Okay. I don't remember why he liked this play, but I didn't play the game a ton during this time, actually. Good user by Pavin. Playmaker back, and that's that playmaker back again. I mean, this time you just see it. This time from X, he's on a drag, gets playmakered back though. Watch him. This thing was so. I actually think this is really bad for the game. It's funny because I think man coverage metas are really stupid and really bad for the game. I also think playmaker is really stupid and really bad for the game. So them fighting each other right now, I guess it's whatever. This drive though from Jwall, I mean, we are it's 5-minute quarters, right? So 5-minute quarters, we're about 6.5 in. Super long drive. But when you have long drives like this, you have to get 7. Like you really got to get 7. Pavin gets ball at half. So if you think about it, right? Pavin gets ball at half. Jwall kicks 3. He's up 3-0, right? If Pavin could score before half, he's up 7-3. And then Pavin gets ball at half and could go up 14-3, all because Jwall's first drive took a super long time. While obviously it's necessary here because Jwall isn't purposely taking forever, right? I really hate the idea of taking a long time in your first drive because of this situation exactly. It's so easy for Pavin to naturally clock this game out. But if you're able to get 7, it works out. If you're able to get 7, it works out so well. It's very, very, I don't know, like in the red zone, it's very hard. You see that right here, Jwall on a 3rd and 11. You have to be really careful. I really disagree with the thought process of chewing the clock from the first snap. I really disagree with that. A lot of people will try that, and I think you have to be so good at the game. Not even good at, no. You have to be, I guess good at the game. I was going to say so much better than your opponent, but really that's a strategy for people who aren't better than their opponent. And I remember this interception. I remember watching this. How far does Pavin take this back? And this is a great example. Now he doesn't score at all. Pavin now could go up 7 with no time left in half and go up 14-0 before Jwall sees the ball again. This is a pretty basic pick. I'm surprised Jwall let this happen. I remember thinking that, but this makes sense. So this guy's on a crosser, right? PA counter go. It's on a crosser. And Jwall, I think from the 14, he thinks it's going to hit the back corner of the end zone and run across into the corner, right? It's going to hit right here, then just run straight across, which that will happen. I almost think the reason it doesn't happen here is because, look, the ball's not on a hash, so the route is just going to hit a slightly different part of the field, and it will just react a little bit differently, right? Because you can tell, look, the route hits right here, actually. So my guess is if we were 4 yards over to the left of the hash, the route would hit right here and be a touchdown. Instead, it hits there. Jwall just kind of calculates it, I guess, doesn't recognize it fast enough, and throws a really, really bad pick in a game where, I mean, obviously, this is a club championship game. This game's worth 100-something K, maybe 100 flat. I'm not sure. A good amount of money, though. And I think this is basically Jwall smiling. He knows it, I think. He knew he was just an idiot right there. And so Pavin's actually audibling. Okay, Jwall immediately calls a timeout. Okay. I think Pavin, this game wasn't as known for audibling around, but I think Pavin did that. I might be wrong here. I think Pavin was one of the first people to really audible around 11 personnel a lot, and he realized how good it was. He went from bunch of much hand here, doing a little bit of motion and inside zone. Boom, hit in the backfield. Good defense from Jwall. Jwall's into D5 wide, I believe. Can't remember the playbook for Pavin here, honestly. It's probably Raiders. Is it Raiders? Or it's Jets. It's Jets, yeah. And now Pavin going with a basic flood combo, corner route from the tight end, flat. Now what's nice about this one is that this play actually has a stock fade It's an old-fashioned fade, so it's not like one of the hot-rodded ones where it immediately gets upfield, and this is a pretty big bomb route. We'll actually see him audible or motion it over and try to hit the seam pretty hard. Nothing's really going to get open, and he caught it out of bounds, actually. It actually did get open. These guys would put their tight ends on corner routes. All these bunch players would put their tight ends on corner routes, have a bunch of abilities on their tight ends, and man coverage really couldn't defend it, and then flat zones couldn't defend it super well either if you roll out. We'll see what Pavin does from PA boot over right here, as it looks like, is he max proing this straight up? He is. Yeah, kind of a bad play call, low-key. It worked out. Ooh, wow. That is, so he utilizes playmaker as well. He blocks 7, though, so boom, boom, right, against a 3-man rush. So immediately you're at a huge disadvantage. Playmaker's so good, though, that he's able to playmaker this guy open. Jwall's user a little slow, but he got shedded before he could, and he kind of got shedded because of what? Did he get shedded because of bad pocket right here? Does he step a little bit too far to the left instead of just sitting? Let's see. Boom. Not really. I mean, honestly, double team shed to the right, double team shed to the left. Yeah. And Pavin's already on a 4th and 11, and he's going to punt, actually. Kind of shows the defensive game this was. We'll skip forward. And Jwall does not pay the price for throwing that really bad pick to begin, but still, I mean, you got to think still, like, you score 7 to get a stop. That's huge. Huge, 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 huge. See what happens here. Motion snapping, like, watch. He won't let him set right here. He's going to snap him in just a second. Let's see. Yeah, boom. That was so good to beat man coverage. You can see why kind of winning right there. You're going to go B underneath instead. Again, that playmaker is so deadly. So deadly. I remember, was Rich Gannon a good quarterback at all this year? Was he in the game this year? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he was in the game at all this year, honestly. I remember this tournament right here, though, was dominated by TNC for the most part. I want to say Fancy, Decroft, Spoto. Fancy, Decroft, Spoto, Jwall, Penguins, Fancy, Decroft, Jwall, Spoto, Penguins, and maybe Ice. I'm not sure. I can't remember. All won their club. Man, this is back when... Oh, see that cutback that time. Dang. That's all when... Bro, Cruz and Madden used to be so, like... It just used to be better than what it is now. It used to be so much better than it is now. Now it's just like... There's not even crews. Most crews like play with each other, and I was always super against like I don't know. I always saw this as like a big money thing, like because it is right. I mean, there's 100K, and so I was always like, dude, like I want nothing. He had the wheel immediately, missed it, but I was always like, dude, I want nothing to do with a lot of these dudes who are in other crews, right? And mine just like, I don't want to say like it's super deep, but like it is competing, like especially like TNC was a good group of friends. So I was like, dude, like these dudes are trying to take life-changing money out of my mouth and out of my friends' mouths. Like I want nothing to do with these people. Like, and it's not like a I hate you thing, but it's like we are competing for life-changing amounts of money. Go F yourself. That's really how I always thought about it. And it really has gotten, and I think that's how it used to be a lot more, even before I started playing, but it's super gotten into like everybody honestly helps each other now. There's really no crews. Everyone's like on their own. And I will say a lot of crews are also like forced where like they'll be like people who just aren't friends with each other. And like you can't have a crew. Like part of the crew is like, part of being a crew is like you want your buddy, like you want your dude to win as much as you want to win, right? So, but if that's not there, then you have no loyalty to that person to help them win when it's not to benefit yourself. And you might even help other people outside of that beat him, and it's like, well, why are you guys even like in a crew? It's like, I don't know, it's dumb, and they'll do it like during the heart of the season, stuff like that too. Summertime, it's whatever. Like the game's pretty much like, right now the game really doesn't mean anything. Right now, the Madden that you see being played right now and online head to head really isn't even Madden. But like. Yeah, dude, I was always super against that style of thinking of like everyone being buddy. It's like, dude, like this is like this is a business. This is life-changing money. I have my friends, and if you're not with these group of friends, like respectfully, go F yourself. And so that was like that whole thing. I don't like how crews. I mean, there's not even crews anymore. There isn't. Like there's a few like crews for like branded crews or something like that, whatever you want to call it, but like there's no more crews like there used to be with EMB with TNC 818, all that stuff. Like there's no crews like that anymore, unfortunately, which is too bad. And I guess it was way better back before I started playing. Ooh, he's gonna hit him with that delay fade almost got him. Ooh, that's a good swerve right there. Pavin getting down. Apologies for me not really breaking down the game right there, but I think you guys don't mind a little talking comp Madden still, regardless. You guys got to watch the game. You guys saw what happened. Gotta watch this tight end corner right here. Yeah, tight end corner's wide open, throws it. Got it at that time, not even manned up at all. And Pavin down to 6. 0-0 ball game. Pavin at the 6, but no timeouts. And again, like this is an example of, I mean, obviously the game didn't work out like this, but taking up so much clock can lead to this type of situation too, where Pavin scores, he gets ball at half. 7's so big for Pavin. So big. 3's obviously a big deal. Just getting 7 on this drive or next drive is such a big deal. And then getting points on both drives. Because really, there's not much excuse for Pavin to not, he's got to find a way to go up 2 scores before Jwall can touch the ball. Tries a gimmick play right there. Gonna actually have to hurry to the line right here unless he spikes it. He's just gonna spike it and kick his 3, I guess. Yeah. And he's gonna go into half up 3-0. Yep, Pavin ball first out of half. Takes a little halfback dump down. I'll PA boot over. PA boot over the halfback in route used to be a staple of a lot of people's offenses. I was never a huge fan of it, but yeah, I remember club championships, dude. Right here you see Raiders tweeting out. Dude, NFL teams used to get pretty involved. That's why I had a Bucks flag behind me for so long, and I have a Bucks jersey that says Civil on it because I've been because like the Buccaneers are so cool when I did their stuff. A bunch of teams were really cool. Some teams didn't care or anything, and like that was too bad. But a lot of teams are pretty cool. Rolls out, throws it away, or Deshaun Watson at QB. See the play call is here. Yeah, he's doing playing a lot of Jets dig. Ooh, that could have been picked. Yep, going back to bunch to the wide side, tight end corner. This time it's not a hot rodded corner. It's out of I can't remember. But he had a touchdown. He throws a pick instead. What is this play? Bench pivot. He had a touch on the backside. Jwall going a little crazy with the adjusties. I can't believe he didn't see this. X is a touchdown. And instead he tries to force A above this corner, and that should have been picked off. Wow. That's 2 picks Jwall thinks he should have gotten in this drive, and especially that one should have been. Wow. Yeah, Pavin's going to actually punt, which is just huge missed opportunity. I mean, Pavin has 3 drives and 3 points. And at the same time, Jwall has yet to score really at all. Let's see what happens. Looks like it must be a run play, first play, inside zone. He quick snaps it, cuts it back to the right side. Let's see Rich Gannon, hut, hands it off to Barry. Barry, bang, gets out, boom. Yeah, see there, he's gotten tackled by that number 20 a few times, and right there he's finally able to freeze him a little bit and get outside of him. Pretty good stick work right there. It is a very true thing, dude. It's much easier. It is so easy for passers to become a high-level tournament runner. It is impossible for runners to become high-level tournament passers. And really, to win a tournament, you, for the most part, need to do both. You need to be a high level of both. You have to be a high level of both, pretty much. You could, and but it's just easier to be a high level runner in these tournaments, especially as soon as you identify what the good run plays are. Very, very little goes in. Like very little does go into it. Truthfully, the hardest part with the run game is identifying what runs are good against what fronts. And then from there, like the stick work, some of the extra stick work, like that you see people get, like, it's literally kind of the difference between someone getting, like a running back in the NFL breaking the first tackle or not breaking the first tackle. Right, that there's a ton of skill gap there if you can make that first guy miss. But again, if you identify what runs are good, like you'll see, touchdown right there outside. Jwall's able to take what happens there? Let's see. A little fade route just wins. Does he just win straight up? Oh, yeah, he just cooks them. Jeez. Huh. But, yeah, so you identify what runs are good, and then it's pretty easy to – you just hit the holes. If you can get good enough to where you're able to make a first guy miss, right, allow that as stick work without using you really don't need to use the B button, the spin moves or jukes and stuff like that for the most part in the run game either at a high level, unless, like, air trucking is really good. Sometimes spinning, honestly, when spinning was OP, which I think was this game – I think they're both in conservative, though. Honestly, that was more so for rack, for after the catch than it was for the run game, truthfully. Underneath, boom. Boom. You see right there, like that, all that right there is left stick, and that seems like a little thing right there that Pavin does, but all this is left stick work. And you can still see, if you watch a lot of my gameplays, you see me be able to make a lot of people miss with the left stick. Right here, like a little bit of like dummy, like fake inside, go out with the left stick, and it messes up this guy's entire pursuit, and now he's able to get way more yards after the catch right there. It's all left stick, right? That's why you almost, like, you'll see myself and a lot of other people playing conservative consistently, just because you really don't need B. You really don't need the spin moves or the juke moves, especially not as much on next gen. And again, it is a little bit different if you're playing with like Flash or like one of the X Factor running backs or something. Sure, a little bit different. But in tournament gameplay, yeah. Let's see, anything there? No, Deshaun's going to throw it away right there. Good defense from Jwall. Jwall up 4, and Pavin's 5 for 13 for 80 yards. So not really able to get much open when he's throwing the ball. Yeah, all the way to that PA boot over. Same idea. Surprised Jwall hasn't done a better job taking this away yet, truthfully, because I feel like it's becoming a little bit predictable with the PA boot over, halfback underneath, halfback on the in route. See if Pavin keeps going to that. I mean, he's able to get it open pretty consistently, but 3rd and 1. Yep, tied him corner route instead this time. Let's see, we have boom. Playmaker's backwards, got it. And that's that playmaker again, dude. Playmaker's that return route back. Playmaker was so good back then, dude. It was so good. It was so annoying because really the big thing with it was that man coverage couldn't defend the playmaker, but also your user, if you and the playmaker cut backwards at the same time, playmaker would be way faster than you every time. You had to like predict the playmaker, which is almost impossible. Let's go. Ooh, halfback base to the right side. Slower handoff, motioned away from. Was not a fan of this. I didn't realize this was sponsored by both Snickers, which is behind my face cam, and Verizon, 5G built for gamers. Oh, well, they're getting some free ad time right now. Congratulations to those sponsors. Any sponsors want to sponsor me, feel free to reach out. civil@civil.gg is my email. Might have X for a touchdown. No, he throws it away. I feel like he's split the safeties a couple of times, but he's not thrown it. A yard shy of the century marker. All right. 99 yards passing for Pavin. He's going to audible. Does he stay in gun bunch here? He will. Going over to Jets dig. Let's see. Yep, Jets dig. Slightly different route combo on the left, but same idea. No, he's going to motion across now. Okay. Probably got to see B get motion backwards here. Yep, B motion backwards. Not going to throw it, though. Nothing really there. Good pocket. Super good click on from Jwall, and it ends up being huge. Really good, dude. Watch this. This is why it was so big, dude. So, wow. Are we going to go back even? Let's go. Boom. So, Jwall clicks off accidentally, goes to J.J. Watt right here. This is his old user coming down now, blitzing, because he was at a blitz angle pre-snap, so he's coming down now. Jwall clicks back onto him, swerves up, which immediately doesn't look like anything, right? It doesn't look like he's going to be able to defend anything. Watch, though. RB is bouncing back. This is a throw for Pavin if his user's not there. Just able to keep him away from it just a little bit. Ends up forcing a sack. That is a really good play. Getting back and clicking onto people, especially you'll see people roll out, and you can click onto flat sometimes to bait people and different stuff. Pavin's going to kick right here, too. Going to make it a 7-6 game. Jwall has ball. Jwall scores a touchdown here. He could take a 2-possession lead with a 2-point conversion, or just, honestly, probably just go up 8 in this game. And, I mean, that's a tough spot. Pavin has not moved the ball at all on offense. And Jwall realizes it, obviously, that all he needs to do is essentially just score a touchdown. Right? Inside zone, yep. Trying to make it easy on himself. No gets shot in the backfield. That's going to bring us to the 4th. Let's see what the play call is here. Terry McLaurin, motion across. Yep, same idea. We have this. He's going crosser from the tight end now and drag underneath. And you see sometimes this guy's on the crosser, right? It'll be a streak. And then they just flip-flops. Essentially the same idea. Blown coverage from Pavin, though. He must have touched his corner. Quick throw. And the reason Jwall actually so this was going to be drag, streak, this guy on a crosser over here. Pavin touches this guy, moves him in to get him into a better blitz angle. So he comes free all the way over here, right? No one's over him. So a quick streak, quick throw. This guy can't get out there in time. All right, I know that's a lot of drawing, but you can kind of see it play out right here. And we're about to get a bunch of more art right here, yeah. But watch. Look. Boom. Quick throw, pass lead outside, able to catch it. Does he get rack afterwards too? No, he's not able to. But still, really good play. And yeah, you can take advantage of that. People are moving their corners on you. If someone ever grabs their corner, just put a streak on the outside. And you can really take advantage of that. Sometimes you'll see that be a pretty popular style of defense. And you can really attack it that way. Let's go motion over again. Yeah, you see this time not bumped, so... But he's still going to go with that kind of route combo. Boom, going to playmaker him up. Going to throw it. Bang, big hit stick, but he's not conservative, so that one won't fumble. I've seen that type of animation fumble a lot, though. Curl flat now for Jwall. Let's see. 3-man rush, nothing really there. Might try forcing something. RB late. Bad user by Pavin. So I see a lot of people do this. Usually you want to see it from a pretty high-level player, but so we have angle route out of backfield. This is user responsibility. Pavin takes it early, but just ends up leaving it. A lot of people do this, and you just can't, and ends up being a big play. If he just uses that, maybe Jwall throws a drag for 5 yards or so coming back. But now Jwall at the 17-yard line. Again, touchdown here, and a lot of clock has went by too, so Pavin's got to put together, if Jwall scores 7, Pavin's got to put together a 8-point drive in what looks like it'll be about 3 minutes. He has 3 timeouts, but this is not an easy offensive game. Drives take a super long time, and he just hasn't been able to move the ball very well. Yeah, this play right here is going to put us at 2:30 after, assuming he doesn't score. And so he's just running super low on time. We might, though, if Jwall kicks 3, we'll see a Pavin money drive where 7 just straight up wins it. 2nd and 6, he's in wide trips, and he's got audible to PA boot over. Halfback in route, maybe? No, tight end crosser. Just try. He's got a quick snap this, huh? Ooh, I really don't know what he's trying to do. I have no idea. Got to watch a playmaker from X backwards, though. We will see the playmaker. Yep, there it is. And he falls just short. Dude, that's so frustrating. Just being like a yard, because it's so hard to score from a yard away. I think this is QB sneak with the flip. Let's see if I'm right. Where they flip the fullback dive with the flip. I think the tight end's gonna get most they're gonna flip play. Jwall's gonna flip play. Tight end's gonna be in the middle, and he's gonna snap it. I think that was the meta here. Yep, there it is. Let's see if he snaps it. Yeah. Yep. A yard short. You see how much time's going, though. Pavin gets a stop. It was so worth getting that tackle at the 1-yard line, but if Jwall ends up scoring, it helps so much. See what Jwall does. Fullback dive again, same idea. Fighting, he got in. I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to skip ahead. I'm pretty sure he just kicks the extra point, and he's up 8. Pavin, 25-yard line, just over 2 left. Jwall, he could have milked that to underneath the 2-minute warning, but nonetheless, tackle in bounds is huge for Jwall, but Pavin gets out right there. Again, Pavin needs 8 just to tie. Just to tie, he needs 8. Although, really, assuming he gets 8, it's going to be pretty hard. Jwall's actually in a weird spot then because he just can't move the ball very fast, and taking any kind of big shots in this game is risky. Pavin running the ball right here. Don't blame him. Jwall calling a timeout. Don't blame him either. But yeah, don't hate the run call here. You have a free timeout with a 2-minute warning. You do have a lot of time, and you got to work down the field anyways. You don't necessarily need big plays, but he's going to go now to PA boot over, double drags. See a playmaker up. Yep, not there. Going to try rolling out. Probably just throw this one away. Yeah, he does. And he actually throws it away just in time to hold on to that 2-minute warning, which is nice for him. If he wanted to, he could run the ball. I don't think he will. Yeah, I got to watch tight end on a corner route here. He's going to it. And then backside drag. Nope, he's going to go out route inbounds, or caught it inbounds. 2-minute warning activates. Minute 57 left. Pavin trying to get something. Needs 57 yards. Be able to score. He's going to go hand off to Bo Jackson, it looks like. Boom. Able to get anything. Huge gain right there. It wasn't as big as I thought it might be. A gain of 8, yeah. 2nd and 2. Under 2. He's got 3. I mean, he has time. It's just hard because now you got to start. You don't have to start looking for bigger play. You just got to keep moving. Just got to keep moving. You have enough time. Playmaker backwards. No, yep. There's the playmaker backwards. He could have forced X low-key, but he doesn't. This point guy is about to be on a post. Yep. Old route combo right here. Haven't seen it in a while, but just needs a yard. And yeah, Pavin does that same curl, kind of that curl glitch to Jwall that Jwall did early on in the game right there. That time, though, he just low balls, possession catches it, which you could do on some of the shorter curls, which that play let you do. Good play call, actually. Sometimes it's hard to remember these like good little play calls for certain situations in these big moments, and he does a good job right there. Oh, he picked it. That's right, dude. I totally forgot that ball got picked. This was so unlikely that it got picked. Corner route. This guy has a bunch of abilities on him, and tries. I'm surprised he forced it, dude. Usually this would be an open throw. He has a little bit of leverage, and I don't know what ability this is on Justin Reed, but geez. Huge pick. That might have been Acrobat. And then Jwall just breaks a run right here. Jwall just breaks a run. Let's just see it real fast. Inside zone. One first down ends the game. Boom. Inside zone. Boom. Really good stick. Finally breaks a run at the best possible time. He's going to probably fall down. He might score. It don't matter. He falls down. And that's just GG's like that. Jeez, dude. Jeez. That was a wild game. GG's.